If your ex, you could keep that, homie. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today's gonna be a good one. Really good one. Shoot your shot. Shoot it! Splash. Splash, splash, splash. Recently, I've been doing all these podcasts in the morning. I just feel a little bit more energized. Get my coffee, little podcast. It's 11 o'clock. 11:02 to be exact. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another podcast of Troy Talks a Lot. Shout out my girl Gabriella real quick. Her clothing line, this is really cool. It's called Comfort. I've been wearing it for like the past 2-3 days. I think the color's really nice and the sweats are super cute. So thank you, Gabriella. Anyways, as some of you may know, I was recently in Barcelona with my brother Reed, and we went for like a really cool brand trip. And we went to like what is considered Spain's Coachella. And we ran around the festival for like 2-3 days and we had such a blast. And what was so fun about it is that we didn't know anybody. So to us, shooting our shot, I should say, whenever I do this, by the way, that's shooting our shot. Shooting our shot was just so easy because like we knew that we wouldn't ever see these people ever again in our entire life. So it was day 2. We were out there for Paco Rabanne, which is like a really sick brand. After the shoots during the day, we would go to Primavera. That's the name of the festival, Primavera, which is like essentially Spain's Coachella. Well, I saw Rosalia, I saw Fred again, which I was so stoked about. I saw Kendrick Lamar. I was the only one singing Kendrick Lamar. Long story short, I was running around the festival with my brother and a couple of friends that we had made out there. And the women overseas, just like in Europe, are so like, they're so cool because they don't have like this ego to them. There's no high horse. It's just like everyone's cool, everyone's happy, everyone's approachable. So that kind of made our job a little bit easier to like go up and just like talk to people. It wasn't like I was trying to take anyone home. It was just like, it's fun to like run around and flirt and talk to people, just meet people along the way. So I was running around the festival and this girl, super cute, like looked at me as I'm passing by and she's like, "Oh my God, I love your pants." And so I was on it. I don't know why I was so on, but I was like, "Oh my God, I love your face." And she started laughing, and we started laughing, and I was like, "What's your name?" And we started talking for a little bit. We talked for like a couple minutes, and then I was like, "Hey, like I'll see you around. We're just gonna go run around." She's like, Okay, I'll see you around. So I ran around the festival for a little bit. So we're sitting there watching Rosalia's set, and as soon as she ends, our whole team was like, "Hey, let's go home. Like it's like 1-2 in the morning. Like let's go dip." And I was like, "Okay, cool, let's go." As I'm walking out, guess who's standing there, like right at the exit? I don't know how we made eye contact, but we both looked at each other. I started smiling. She started smiling. I put my arms out like this and I was like, "I'm never going to see you again in my entire life." She's like, "What? Like, no, why?" And I was like, "Because I don't have your number." And her English is super cute because it's kind of like, she understands English and she's very fluent, but like there are certain words or there's certain sentences that she says, which are super cute because like they make sense, but they don't make sense. And she's like, I'll give you. So she gives me her number. And for like the next two days, she like showed my brother and I around town. And it was so fun. Like we had such a great time, like kind of learning about Barcelona through someone that lives there. With that being said, the whole premise of this entire episode is shoot your shot. So many people are afraid to shoot their shot. And I totally get it. Like when I was like 18, 19, I was so fucking afraid. And looking back at it now, it's like, why? For what? What people don't realize is like, you don't have that person in the first place. Like you have nothing to lose. Like what's the worst that they can say? No. You already didn't have them. So like it's the same thing as being like, "Oh my gosh, I really want that dolly, that American Girl doll that you don't already have." And you're like, "Okay, I go into the store, ask for it." And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we're out of it." You're like, you're bummed for a second, but then you're like, "Okay, I'll go somewhere else to find it." It's such like a silly analogy, but that's like really what it comes down to, is that there's like so many fish in the sea. Boo-hoo if you don't catch one of them. Dating and flirting is like completely a numbers game. It's just like DMing someone. It's like you DM 10 people. The odds of you getting all 10 people responding to you is probably not very likely, but like the odds of like 2 or 3 people responding to you is pretty high. It's just such a numbers game. I'm here telling you to shoot your shot. You literally have nothing to lose. You already do not have that person in the first place. So by you just like going up and initiating a conversation, like you're already halfway there. Yes, it's scary, but it's so rewarding if that person reciprocates the same feelings you have towards them. At the end of the day, the worst thing that somebody could say is no. And half the time, if they do say no, it's very nice. Like if you go up to somebody in the Trader Joe's If you're like in the salad section and you see like a cute girl or a cute guy in Trader Joe's and you're just like, you try to strike up a conversation. If they're not into it, then they'll just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. You're like, okay. Then you say like, oh, like lucky guy or girl, and you just move on with your life. At least there's nothing worse than finding someone attractive or cute and you really want to talk to them and you don't do anything about it. And then you're stuck for like the next 2-3 days being like, oh shit, what if? Like, I should have done it. I should have shot my shot. I should have talked to them. You're thinking about a person you don't even know. Like, you don't even know their name. So like, why not shoot your shot? Why not say like, hey, what's going on? However you shoot your shot, just do it. My brother always says it's a numbers game. You throw out 10 hooks and you might get 2 or 3 bites. It's just like a basketball analogy. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You miss 100% of the putts that you leave short. If you make it, then you're on cloud 9. If you miss it, then you go take a shot on another basket. There's 1,000 baskets in the world. If you're going to watch this episode, this is the best piece of advice I have right here. Shooting your shot comes with confidence. And the way that you build confidence is by talking to everyone and their mom. If you're a girl, talk to guys. If you're a guy, talk to girls. And I'm not saying you need to hit on them. Just talk to girls until it becomes so natural, it becomes such second nature that when it does come down to you finding someone attractive, you've already done it 1 billion times where it's not weird, it's not awkward anymore. And then you're just confident in going, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? What's good here? Just starting a conversation. What I love to do is just talk to everyone. If I'm at a coffee shop, and there's a female barista, I'll just be like, oh my God, like, I love your nails, or your shirt is so cool, or your style is so fun. And half the time they're like, oh, thank you so much. Like, that's so sweet of you. Because 1, I make their day, and 2, it's giving me confidence to, possibly approach somebody at the coffee shop that I think is cute. A simple interaction like that just gives you a little bit of a confidence booster. So that by the time you're I don't know, out at dinner or out at a bar or at a club and you're like, wow, like, she's so cute. You're now able to go up to them and be like, hi. And then you just go back and forth just from a simple, like, little conversation. Shooting your shot does not need to be as complicated as a lot of people make it seem. Like, a lot of people are always like, oh, you need the best line. You need to be like, did you just fart? Because you just blew me away. Please, for the love of God, like, just don't come in with a cheesy ass pickup line. Shooting your shot is just saying, hi. And they say hi. And then you just start a conversation. I always use the same example over and over because I go to the coffee shop a lot in the morning. Just, if you say hi, they say hi. And you're like, what's good here? And it just starts a conversation. Like, all you need to do is start a conversation. You don't always need to go into a conversation just going, oh, wow, you're so hot. I think you're so beautiful. You're so sexy. I want to take you home. Like, it doesn't need to be like that. By you already approaching somebody, it already implies that you're into them or you find them attractive. So you don't need to be like, oh, you're the hottest thing since sliced bread. No, you don't need to do that. Don't make it creepy. Don't make it weird. But anyways, shooting your shot does not need to be you going up to someone and being like, oh my God, you're so hot. Can I get your number? This, that. Shooting your shot is as simple as just having a conversation. That's all it is. It's not creepy. It's not weird. It's casual. It's easy. It's light. And then after a couple minutes, you're like, hey, I gotta go, but we should get together. Guys, I'm going to put you on game, and then girls, I'm going to put you on game real quick. Guys, I'm going to put you on game real quick. When you're shooting your shot, make it quick, okay? Make it like you're in a rush because 1, it takes the pressure off of you like going in and like being forceful. It's more of like a, hey, I got to go kind of deal, but would love to get together, this week. It takes the pressure off of her to really be like, oh yeah, okay, I got to give this guy an answer. It makes you seem more powerful, more like desired, because you're not just lingering around her. It's more like, hey, I gotta go, but I'd love to get together with you. And I feel like that's a little bit of an easier answer for her to be like, and then when she's like, yeah, let's do it, then you're just like, cool, let me grab your number and then we'll link up this week. And she's like, perfect. It's in and out. It's easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Ladies, you have it so much easier because all you really need to do is just open the door. And by you opening the door, it now allows the man to pursue you. So again, I'm just going to use the example of being at a coffee shop. It's as simple as you just giving him a look. If he doesn't approach you right after that look and you want to be a bold queen, you go straight up to him and you say, hi. Like, hi is so powerful. Everyone overcomplicates things so much, but just by you initiating the conversation, it opens the door for the guy to start pursuing you. Girls, when he gives you his number, text, and as much as I hate to say, play the game, just pull away a little bit. You're jerking the bait. When you're jerking it, that sounds bad. Because when you pull back a little bit, it makes him, the fish, want you a little bit more and he starts chasing after you. Makes you look a little bit more desirable, right? To wrap this all up, at the end of the day, all you need to do is shoot your shot. Bing! You have nothing to lose. You don't have them in the first place. If you don't do anything, you're going to think about it for the next 2-3 days. So why not, one, either go get their number and possibly take them out, or two, find out, okay, well, they weren't for me. Let me go find somebody else. I know it's nerve-wracking. I know it's intimidating to go up to somebody that you find attractive and starting a conversation, which is why you should just start conversations with just random people. You don't even need to find those people attractive. You just go up and you say hi. You just talk to people so that it becomes second nature of guys talking to girls and girls talking to guys. It's like practice. It's like Ronaldo going out and practicing on the soccer field. He's so good at passing. He's so good at shooting that by the time the game comes around, it's second nature to him. He's done it a billion times. So go practice. Go out into the wild and talk with people. That's all you have to do. Just talk. Start conversations. It doesn't need to be a 30-minute conversation. Talk to someone for like 2-3 minutes. Compliment them. Say, "Oh my God, I love your outfit." Say, "Wow, you're so pretty." Shooting your shot does not need to sound as intimidating as shooting your shot. Shooting your shot is just having a conversation, having a normal, relaxed, easy conversation with somebody that you find attractive. That's all it is. That's all it ever is. It clicks so well when it's just an easy conversation. And by you having an easy conversation, that comes with confidence. And the way you get confidence is talking and doing it and practicing it out in the wild so that, again, when it comes game time, when you find someone attractive that you really want to pursue, you've already done it a billion times. You just go up and you say hi, you start a conversation, stay in there for 2-3 minutes and say, "Hey, I got to run. I would love to get together with you sometime." Get the number, start texting them, FaceTime them, take them out to dinner. Bada bing, bada boom. You're in love. You have 3 kids. You're married in Bora Bora with a small Shake Shack called Samantha's Titties Shake Shack thing. I don't know. I just came up with that one. But anyways, shoot your fucking shot. That's all I have to say. Shoot that shot. The odds of you getting that number just for being bold and being confident is very high. You'll be surprised at the amount of responses you get or the amount of yeses you get just by getting out of your comfort zone and starting a conversation. In the acting world, they always say be happy with the no's because that just means that you're one step closer to a yes. Anyways, it's simple. Shoot your shot. The worst they could say is no. The best that they could say is yes. Shoot your shot. Shoot it. Trust me, you'll swish it, and then I'll get a whole bunch of emails being like, "True, I just found my Prince Charming," and I'll be like, "I told you so." You're welcome. Let's get into your guys' submissions real quick because I got a lot of them recently. Here we go. First one is by the initials LA. LA, if you're watching this, then I love you. "Hi, Troy. I literally love all your videos. I listen to them all the time when I walk my dog." Oh, hi, puppy. "I had a question about a guy." Here we go. "I love the 'if he wanted to, he would' quote and definitely want to live by that. But there's this one guy I really like. I met him in the fall and he's so nice and kind. Always listens when I talk and remembers the smaller details. That means he likes you. He also was really open and told me a lot about himself too. He was barely on his phone when we hung out, as he should. That's just class. He told me he likes when women make the move and stuff, which I'm not too opposed to because my last relationship happened with me saying something." Okay, so she shot her shot. That's awesome. See? Women that shoot their shot, it works out more than men that shoot their shot. "However, I moved, so I haven't seen him in a while, but we still text a bit, and I'm going to be near his town coming up and asked if he wanted to meet up and said yes." Okay, so he wants to hang out. "The only thing is that he sucks at texting, which is low-key a turnoff. I still like him though, but I've had friends tell me that he's not worth it and to move on. I agree with them, but he was never rude to me. He was always kind, remembered the small things, and made sure I was okay when something bothered me. The question is, do you think he just thought of me as a good friend, or he could be interested but just didn't want to say anything? I have the chance of telling him how I feel when we hang out, but I don't know if it's worth it. A few friends say go for it, while others say leave it and find someone else. Sorry for the long story, lol, but I just thought I'd ask for advice." That's not long, so thank you for keeping it short and concise. Thank you so much. Love your videos. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, shooting your shot. Perfect. So here's my question is, have you guys already done things? Have you already kissed? Because if you guys have already kissed, then obviously he likes you more than just a friend. But a guy who makes it a priority to be cute and remember small details is someone that's caring of you. And I feel like someone that cares a lot about a person like that is probably into them a little bit more than just friends. The thing that makes it hard in this case is you moved. I don't know how far you moved. If you're down for a long distance relationship, then sure, why not tell him how you feel? But the problem with that is while you may be okay with a long distance relationship, he might not. So you might be perfect in his eyes and vice versa, but distance is tough. It's not an easy thing to do. And to touch on the whole like texting thing, some people are just bad texters. I really don't think that's a flag. I don't think that's like a deal breaker in your situation. Like Thank God he's not on his phone. That's awesome that he's just like out and about and he doesn't have to worry about like being on social all the time or texting people 24/7. Like he's living his life. He's doing his thing without distraction. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm rereading it right now. If he was never rude and was just always a nice, like kind guy, why not? Like I really don't think I don't think anything in here is a red flag. I don't think there's anything to be scared of. Shoot your shot to give you a peace of mind. He probably has the same feelings about it as you do. The only thing that would be difficult is just the distance in between. But shoot it. Like, fuck it. What's the worst he's going to say? Sorry, I only see you as a friend. Then you just listen to your girlfriends and be like, okay, cool. On to the next. Shoot your shot. Tell me what he says. I'm actually really interested. On to the next one. I wish that I knew more about it. I want to know like how far you are from him. But okay. Here's another one. All right, last one. Here we go. This one is from SM. Hey, Troy, love your podcast. I'm a huge fan of you since 2021. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So long story short, I met a guy on Tinder back in February. We talked for a week and then he asked me out on a date. We met. Everything about the date was amazing. We shared very special moments. We made out and gave him, okay. He wanted to have sex, but I said no. He kind of understood that I didn't want to, so he took me home and we had small talk at his car and he asked me on a second date. Wow, this is a run-on sentence. She just keeps on using commas. This is hilarious. So he took me home and we had small talk in his car and he asked me on a second date, which was supposed to be next week. We didn't stop talking, but I felt like he didn't give me attention like he used to be. He started acting different after our first date, so he canceled on our second date and he made excuses saying that he had family dinners. After a while, he started leaving me undelivered. He kind of ghosted me for 2 days and sent me a long paragraph saying that he isn't ready for a serious relationship and I deserve better than a guy. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I removed him on social media and everything. I didn't block him, but I just unfollowed him. So after 3 months, he came back. They always come back around, just letting you know. He followed me on Instagram and he started liking my Instagram posts and stories. And I don't know why he came back, but because they always come back. They always come back around. If he isn't looking for anything serious and IDK, what should I do? Drop him. Simple. Love you. You don't need to go past first base on the first date. I honestly don't think you should. I think women should always make the man earn it. Makes them value you more than you just giving it up on the first date. Yeah, I'm just going to let you know right now, drop it. They always come back around. You're done with him. You don't have to block him because that's immature. Just unfollow him and don't respond to his messages. Simple as that. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Anyways, love you guys so much. Thank you again for watching another episode of Troy Talks a Lot. Smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. I respond to all the comments. And if you have any questions or advice that you'd like me to touch on in further episodes, the email is in the description below. So just shoot me a nice email, and maybe I'll help you find Prince Charming or Princess. Anyways, I love you so much. I'm going to get another coffee and have a great day. Have a fantastic day. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're sexy. You're everything that they want. I love you. I love you. I love you. Virtual hug, virtual kisses. I'll see you in the next episode. And scene.